Hello everybody, my name is Grumble Gamer 18 and welcome to part 2 of Colonel Sanders' dating simulator. Yeah, part 2. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool. Sorry, we had a little bit of an audio issue at the end there, so I'm glad I figured it out. Anyway, so this is day 2 of our 3-day course for us to get our degree. You meet with your bestie at the front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with a sport monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like I'm moving too fast, but there's something about him, like, I like him. I like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, he was so popular. He was voted prom king at the school he didn't even go to. He was also the convertible. What? He was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of this homecoming parade. Oh, I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend university at Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Haha, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't you be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me the ones of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you could discover it on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, that if I did him a big favor I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be that much use to anyone. Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Can we just go back to the part where she brought spices from across the border and it sounds like she just brought pot from across the border? Because that's pretty interesting. Make up a fake ingredient. It was Eye of Newt. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. But she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm what she's definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. Wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Wonder who's coming. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving. Surely he'll sleep you up onto the back of his stallion and you ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. However, your sudden movement surprises the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, Grumble Chan, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... But before he can continue, you suddenly awake. Aw, jeez. You wake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices, or is that just his natural seasoned musk? What? What's gonna happen if I lean in for a kiss? Yeah, one thing's for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. It's nice to hear. No one really truly appreciates craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van muttering something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he noticed you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Finally, you get a look at what they're hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. They haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Worms. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. You look terrifying. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes. Colonel Sanders, surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, why do I care? I've got a lofty career as aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down! Off toppin'! A command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, you truly do. Which is why in 1776, the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Grumble-chan, this appears to you to be a simple platter. Which item do you want to sample? Lightly covered pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles out in a most eye-catching way, so natural that you reach out to grab it and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. Pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh, this guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Say fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... to fulfill... the prophecy. You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Aw, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure I'll forgive you. Someday? Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rival enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared by a timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics these two is off the charts. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Grumble-chan. I'll be watching your performances. Just as things reach boiling point, for Sprinkle's exception, surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports poet. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Timer ready. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, rushing the words timer ready. That's what I'm talking about! Bout. Ow! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me. In case anyone was wondering, I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. Oh, she's got a little chain on her. That's cool. I will defeat myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. No, it's... Oh. Ah. Father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate. It'll be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? Okay. Awoo! Try to shut the noise when you're focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? No! Try again. Wait, what? Three. Four. Oh man, that was way too short. Only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? No! Oh man. Yikes. Might not have any hands, Grumble Chan does, and then a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. Easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by doing the easy way. You stuck your hand in the mixer? Make it turn out much more difficult. I skipped straight to the dessert. Let's see how good it is. I was gonna ask Grumble Chan to do the honor. Since you're injured, I'm afraid pouring a creamer, delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Delicate fried cheese croquette top. Atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry glaze. Perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. Places the sauce-covered finger on his lip. Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. What do we want to do here? A hard time understanding your emotions for the semester, perhaps forever. You run to the quad to be alone. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley in love and have decided to get married, and he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've always walked other paths. Arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliated. Mules can be so cruel. They're such a pain in the ass. Lost my business partner to a gunfight. Lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived. For a while, anyhow. I didn't know. People can see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. Are those actually all jobs that he actually did? And did he actually shoot someone? Because that would be interesting as shit. Hold on. No, Colonel Sanders never killed someone in a shootout. Okay. Why is the next thing that shows up? It has to be, you know, did Colonel Sanders own slaves? That had to be the next thing. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I have to give. Also, the reason I'm continuing on is because it said no, he didn't own slaves. Just so you're wondering why I nonchalantly said that and just kept going. From what it said, he did not have slaves. Because why would I just be able to nonchalantly continue? People that have slaves are bad people. Moving on. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something. Also, just to patch up, I'm not laughing at the idea of slavery. I'm laughing at the fact that I just moved on. Okay, I'm going to shut up. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Shut up, Pop. The moment grows intimate. You're interrupted by the threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before. You prepare for the worst. Borko? It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Lots of problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong. Cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student. Until one day some mean kids with magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me. And I was forever transformed. Magic spellbook. Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg for you. I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guilt. If you need me, don't fear. I will be here. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Grumble-chan, together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. An invite. I can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Beard is a baby. This is beautiful. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish she might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you. Or you can talk yourself out of it. You decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag. Special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Oh, okay. Oh, magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. He's gonna steal it. He's gonna steal the idea. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap an item. Is that an urn? Here lie the ashes of my past career and business failures. Poor guy. Can chicken be prepared? Sashimi style? Hair and it just isn't silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Power tool? Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret ingredients. It's... Man, it looks a bit like Colonel Sanders. Your friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. They are not cheersing. My friend Pete is. Old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Baby crawls across the floor from goatee and mustache combo to source. Realistic stuffed chicken is sitting in the corner of the table. When you pick it up, you realize it just isn't realistic, it's real. The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Gaze at the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. The ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I'll tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you say I'm in the middle of something? Window they cracked, and the ghost student is swept out with a breeze. White suit's hanging within. You take one off the hanger to try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug and breathing in his scent. You say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on. He wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Crap, the jacket. I forgot to take it off. Not to blame you for trying, but still. I got a game over for making a big move? I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Grumble-chan? Honestly, this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz. God. You wake up you wake up in his hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to him? Here's a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredients you just learned about. It isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Monkey brains. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. Plated breakfast, your mouth waters at the sight of it. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. That is not a breakfast. Remember, kids, don't eat Colonel Sanders' Kentucky Fried Chicken for breakfast. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say they were the perfect match? That we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift at cookery? You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. I'm the right business partner. I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home and find someone very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something might have happened to you. It's okay, I was just... Now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed of the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned up to polite and respectful, and I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, and I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if it's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam the time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. If you guys want to, you know, just do stuff, whatever, together the best, so you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you're encountering your rivals in the quad. We're going to stop it right there. T. This is your last day of school. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much. This ends part 2. This ends it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you've been enjoying all our videos lately. Good. Good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your support and help with everything. Thank you to my 3 wonderful patrons. We've got Whatever Fire, we've got Apollo, and we've got... Sorry, I haven't gotten to meet my other patron family member yet, Merrick. Merrick is the most recent one as of the recording. So thank you to all 3 of them for making all of this easier, you know? I appreciate each and every one of you, and yeah, if any of you guys want to join them, it is in the link below. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye! You need to grab hold of the sword that's in here, in your soul. You have one, don't you?
What? You don't make any sense.
How much clearer do you need me to make it for you? You grab the sword that's in your soul. Okay, now do it. Do it!